All right, third time's the charm, kids. Let's go to full screen this. Let's go up top. So you've been good. Yeah, the cookie joke's just kind of whatever. You've been good today, so I'm going to tell you a war story from the George Bush era. Uh, yeah, I just found sketchy political cartoons, and I don't know, these are both kind of dark. Anyways, so here's the situation. We're playing a game of Magic. It's like 2005. I'm underage drinking, as you do. Um, and George Bush smokes weed, am at one life. Cell is at like 20, untouched, and has a grip full of roughly 4 cards. And then we have the duck. He was at 6 life. These life totals are going to matter some. Not so much for Cell there, but for myself and the duck. And this will make sense in a second. So, right as Cell was about to play what I assume was a burn spell, he was playing high risk, high reward mono red, as one does. Our dad rolls up into the attic. I quickly hide my beer and just try and look innocent as shit, as you can look as a 16-year-old. And he starts kind of lecturing us about like something related to like don't fuck with the thermostat. You know, you got to think of the energy costs, and there's actually extra water that it uses, and you know he's kind of like up there like trying to tell us about that. And it's just like no shade to him, but our minds were on the game a little bit, and we were still playing, albeit quietly. And the thing is, why this moment was so intense and why we were so interested in it is that Cell had Hanabi Blast and 3 other cards in his hand. So Hanabi Blast, if you're not familiar, it's bad, but it deals 2 damage to any target, return it to your hand, and discard it random. So in theory, you could milk this for a lot of damage if you are lucky and have like 12 mana, which Cell did. So Cell quietly plays the first Hanabi Blast, targets it at the duck. Duck goes down to 4. Hanabi Blast goes back to his hand, and he pitches a card. It was a mountain. All right, so he's safe to do it again. Hanabi Blast. The duck goes down to 2. We're all tensing up because Hanabi Blast might do this. This is its one time to shine. You know what I'm saying? If you had one shot, I don't remember how the rest of the song goes. I'm not really big into Eminem or whatever, but yeah, you get the idea. So Hanabi Blast back to Cell's hand and discards another card at random. This time it's a lightning bolt. It is very clear that he is going full on Hanabi Blast to finish us. So 2 cards left in his hand, and he goes for the final killing blow on the duck. The duck is out of commission. He is dead, down to 0 life. I'm at 1 life, and essentially praying for that 1 life to hold. But he puts the Hanabi Blast back into his hand, and it's a 50-50 at this point. And I'm getting the number of cards wrong because it's my story, damn it. My Alzheimer's will fix this or whatever. I don't fucking know. Anyways, Hanabi Blast goes back into his hand and discards at random. It's a 50-50 because I might be able to do something next turn if I live, but I don't know if I'm going to live. Goes back to his hand. I sweatily hesitate. My thumb is going over the different cards. I'm shaking a little bit. And all the while, our dad's yelling at us about the thermostat. So I grab the Hanabi Blast, or I don't grab the Hanabi Blast. I grab another mountain, and Hanabi Blast safely has gone to his hand. And then he finishes me off with it. definitely one of the all-time greats. We all kind of like quietly like celebrated. We didn't want to be mean to my dad. You know, he paid the fucking thermostat bills or whatever. So we kind of like quietly like went off a little bit. Then he went downstairs, and then we were like, "Holy shit! What the fuck just happened?" That the chances of that are so low. And he just had mountains, a bolt, and Hanabi blast. He should have just bolted me and then did the Hanabi blast thing, but whatever. So yeah, that's my story from back in the olden days of Magic. This was like 2 or 3 years. I don't remember. I don't remember when. But we really liked Mirrodin block and Kamigawa block. So in conclusion, Consultation, Titans Might and Magic 3 are really good. And you should absolutely use them if you can get the enough money up. That's it. Go insult one of your relatives. It's pretty funny. I'll catch you later.